This is job number 1119, Henry Osti at 8750 Estado Circle, Cooper City, Florida 33024. We're in the front yard, and he has 3 royal palms on the east side of the driveway and a triple Xmas palm on the right side by the front door. And he has gold mound around the base of them. The gold mound should be kept smaller. Reason being, it's in competition with the roots for the royal palms, and if you keep them a little smaller, it'll be easier for them to have a thicker leaf. Same thing over here. It's better to keep them a little lower, and you want to do that in the spring. The Christmas tree palm you really don't want to do anything to, and just the seeds. He's got a Robolini palm right here, which is in pretty good shape. You just don't want to over trim that. Leave as many green fronds as possible. The Eureka palm hedge, which is on the west side, is in pretty good shape. It would be recommended down the road to take out some of the mature stalks to keep it full and thick down the bottom right here. And then he has coconuts with cordyline or tide plants underneath. These all need to be cleaned and de-seeded on the tops. You can drink the coconut milk if you'd like to. As long as the plants aren't treated with pesticides, you're fine. And the back also has 3 royal palms. Same condition with the gold mound. They're in competition for water and nutrients, so it's better to keep them smaller. It'd be easier for them to be kept much nicer. They also suffer probably some form of whitefly infestation, but the royals you just leave alone until they seed. Still, they're too young, they haven't seeded yet. The foxtails, same thing, let them naturally shed, just take the seeds off. And then in the back, he's got foxtails along the water. They all seem to be okay. It's good that they keep the grass away from them and keep a planting bed around there. There's some Xanadu crotons around those, and they can be hand pruned a little lower. They'd look much nicer. The Canary Island date palm, which is here, we could start removing some of the lower shoots on that, and it's been over trimmed. There's too many fronds cut off of it. It does need to be de-seeded, which will take away some of the stress and allow the plant to maintain and store more nutrients. He also has the same pattern of coconuts on the east side. Those all need to be cleaned and de-seeded. It just stops the coconuts from falling and crushing the lower plant material. The Robolinis are all fine. And there's another quad Christmas tree palm. And then in the pool area, he's got single Christmas tree palms right here, as well as a couple bird of paradise or striaeas. These need to have the seeds taken out of them, and that one seed can be taken off the foxtail. That just preserves a lot of the energy of the plant. This bird of paradise right here, this one stalk could probably be removed. It's growing a little askew, and it would maintain the vertical growth in the back right there, so it really wouldn't interfere with the one palm. These right here, all the seed heads need to be cleaned and de-seeded out, and the pups should be allowed to grow out to keep it rejuvenating should a stalk fail. And then on the side, he's got a couple of ornamental trees, which would be the cassias. This one right here is a cassia. It blooms yellow. It needs to be cut back a little bit. And then the one in the middle, which was also a cassia, they said it died. I would venture to say that the soil condition, it might have been too wet, but also cassias are notorious for girdling root, and that could have been an issue with the tree. Usually the problem with cassias is they develop fungal issues, and that can be a problem. But we need to prune the top of that and get some thickness down a little lower and keep the weight off the top. Same thing with the silver buttonwood. We need to take a little bit off the top so it thickens up down lower. And the Green Island ficus underneath here, they're okay, but she kept a little bit away from the trunks of the plants so they don't damage them with the hedge trimmers. And all the palms on the property should be fertilized a minimum of twice a year with Palm Special. And the mulch, if you're going to apply it, the old mulch should be removed so the grade does not get elevated on the plants. That causes problems with respiration for them. So if you have a landscaper, get them to remove the mulch and then put in the new mulch. It's worth having them do that. You can see, like right here, the mulch is too far up on the plant. Okay, so you want to be careful of that. And the irrigation should be on in the winter twice a week, and each zone should be on a half hour to 45 minutes. And in the summer you can just shut it off.